Okay, so my next book is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, and it is by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault, and illustrated by Lois L. Hurt. And this book, so it starts out. A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. We said D to E, F, G, I'll beat you to the top of this coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom, will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I and J and tag along with K all the way up the coconut tree. And it just goes on, and suddenly all these letters are up on the coconut tree. And so this is a concept book because they are physically seeing the letters, and they are physically seeing them move, and they're attributing this as the shape with where it is on the tree. Actually, our teacher recommended this one for this project for that reason. She felt like students really, it was good for her older students because they can physically see the letters dance across the page, and she felt like that did really good things for them. And so that's why I decided to classify it under concept, not alphabet, because this book does have a climax, and it's when the tree falls over because there's too many letters on it. And then A and B and C get stuck on the bottom, and they have to figure out how they're going to say A, B, and C. So this is language, cognitive, and social. And language, they're learning letters, kind of, sort of. There's rhyming words. I touched on rhyming words in a different book, which is why I didn't choose to do it for this one. But there's rhyming words in this book. Social, because it does teach them, like, all these letters were not nice to each other, and then the whole tree fell over. So what are we going to do? How are we going to be nice to the people around us so our tree doesn't fall over? So I think tying that into, like, our classroom as a tree, when you guys are mean to each other, the whole class falls over. That whole, like, team, or no, I am team, if the whole team goes down, everybody goes down. So that would kind of be my activity for the cognitive, social, and language. Like, tell me in one paragraph how you will prevent our tree as a class from falling over, and, like, why it's so important that we're nice to each other. For the climax, that's my literary element. How would you change the climax? So now we're asking them to put their language to use, but we're also asking them for creativity and knowing that they understand the definition of climax. So students would have to identify that the climax was when the tree fell over, because then everything up to that, all the letters coming up to it and taunting each other, is our rising action, our climax. Climax is the tree falling over, then our falling resolution, or a falling conflict, or whatever, is going to be, we're going to try and figure out how they're going to get A, B, and C out from underneath the tree. Or, yeah, out from underneath all the other letters. So that's what I would have them do. I don't feel like this book needs anything super complicated. Like, it's just supposed to be, like, a funny, like, have a good time book. So my shoulder's really itchy. So that's kind of my take on the book. So if you had any other really good activities you're thinking with this, like, that would be really excellent to know. But I just figured simple. It's not always to have these drawn out lesson plans for everything. It's not always better. And that was a tip I have learned from one of the teachers in my field experience, is it doesn't always need to be complicated to get the point across. And so I've kind of tried to take that outlook doing these books. It doesn't have to be super fancy as long as they understand the concept. So that's what I have for Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.